October 10th, 1913, the construction of the Panama Canal was completed. Well, sort of completed. That's the focus of today's On This Day. You know what? Someone in last week's assignment said, what the heck is an OTD? We've never learned what an OTD is. Every week we do an On This Day. That's On This Day, OTD. So here we go. So the Panama Canal was constructed to make the passage from the Atlantic to the Pacific Oceans more efficient and much more quickly and less expensive. It was a feat of engineering. Well, President Wilson, all the way, thousands of miles away from the White House, on this day, he pressed a telegraph key, and by doing that, in Panama, it detonated 40 tons of TNT, which blew up what's called the Culebra Cut, and that was to do the last part of constructing the Panama Canal. So it's not like ships went through after this day. In fact, it wasn't officially opened until August of 1914. Here you have on the right how it was reported from the New York Times. If you get a chance, pause this and read it. It's, pretty good writing, and, with an explosion which shook the surrounding hills and threw huge rocks high into the air. 8 tons of dynamite were set off this afternoon. All right, so go ahead and get a chance to read this introduction. You read here, it mentions Colonel Goethals, the builder of the canal. You might have heard of the Goethals Bridge nearby. So just so you know, right, the Panama Canal here in Panama, before, if you wanted to leave New York and go to San Francisco, you had to go all the way around South America, but now you could just cut through here. So, wow, that is efficiency, right? So for today's map, I was going to have you label Washington, D.C. Now, it'd be great to label Canada, but we fill out a U.S. map, not a world map. So for today, we're going to label the Atlantic Ocean because, unfortunately, lots of people don't know the ocean that's right next to us. Right now, facing a nor'easter as I record this. Of course, the Pacific Ocean is over here. We should know that too, but one thing at a time. So go ahead and label Pacific Ocean. All right. Good job, guys.